Welcome back to another That's NFL Guy video. Today we're going to be talking about the power rankings going into week 2. Now, this is after the Bills' Monday night disaster. And starting our list off at 32, the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals actually put up more of a fight than we all expected. It was definitely an ugly win for the Commanders. But Commanders still won. Cardinals lost. So I gotta keep them at 32, where they were in my preseason rankings. Number 31, Houston Texans. Now the Texans' main problem, I feel like, really will be Bryce Young, and who is he gonna throw to? I could see this defense not being the best, but not being terrible with Will Anderson and Derek Stingley Jr. if they both do very well. This defense could do well. Number 30 of the Bears, Jordan Love owns them now. I feel like everyone thought Fields was going to develop as a passer. He had a couple nice passes, but he's going to need to put more up of a fight. And I don't think Justin Fields is a good quarterback, really, right now. And I hope I'm wrong coming back onto this video in a year. But that's the case right now. 29 Colts, Anthony Richardson did look very good. But they almost put up a pretty good fight with Jacksonville, just narrowly losing 21-31. But I feel like the defense is going to need to step it up. Offense too, even though Anthony Richardson performed the best out of their rookies. 28 Panthers. I just think the Panthers have more weapons and people to throw to than the Colts. 27 Broncos. Not saying that they won't do good, because I think they will do good, but they did not perform against a Raiders team that did not look like they were playing at their best. So next up, 26 Tennessee Titans. You got to score more points than 12 or 10 or whatever that was. If you want to play, you get D-Hop, and now you're just going to not score any points off of the Saints defense. You can't let that happen. Number 25, Steelers. They had all this hype going into the season, but it did not pay off at all, as Kenny Pickett couldn't get anything going until a last-minute drive in the second half. This is not good news for the Steelers. I do think they'll bounce back, but not next week. 24, I got the Falcons. That Bijan Robinson touchdown was one of the best touchdowns I've seen in a long time. And trust me, all I did all day on Sunday was watch NFL and watch more NFL. 23, Washington Commanders. Like I said about the Cardinals, it was not a pretty win. It was an ugly win. It's still a win, but you're not going to be able to get those wins on top teams. 22, I got the Rams. The Rams looked good without Cooper Kupp, surprisingly, holding the Seahawks to only 13 points. That receiver they took really filled the role of Cooper Kupp, and if Cooper Kupp can come back healthy, I could see this team making a deep playoff push. 21, the New Jersey Giants. They got embarrassed. That's plain and simple. They got embarrassed by the Dallas Cowboys, 40-0. I don't know how it was that much, 40-0, but it was. Their first drive looked good, but all went downhill. Number 20, I got the Raiders. The Raiders, I feel like they get so close. They'll have an amazing start of their season, and then everything will just collapse on them. 19 Patriots. I am actually moving them up from their preseason rankings. I don't remember what their preseason rankings were, but my reason for that is they put up a good fight with Philadelphia. Number 18, I got the Minnesota Vikings. How do you lose to Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield, who we're talking about now, because at number 17, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This was the upset of the week, I think has to be. I mean, did we think? I had the Buccaneers listed at 30 or 31 in the beginning of the season. I did not think that they would ever come close to being in this spot to maybe try and make a division push. Number 16, I got the Seahawks. What happened, Seahawks fans? And I'm a Bills fan, so I don't know what happened either, but 30-13, that is not a score that you're trying to go up against, especially with a Rams team who did not do good last year. Number 15, the Green Bay Packers. I had them around 2022 last time I did one of these. They jumped right up the board after I saw them absolutely dismantle the Bears' defense. Jordan Love looked very good, surprisingly. And he probably did learn a lot after watching Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. Number 14, New Orleans Saints. You're not going to win all those games. Not all of those games are going to be against the 26th best team in the league and the Tennessee Titans. Sometimes you are going to need to score more points. And sometimes teams will have good offense, good defense. The Saints are going to need to put up with that. Number 13, the team that beat my team, the New York Jets. I would have them higher, but Aaron Rodgers is out for the season. Now Zach Wilson gets put back into the starter role that he had thought there was no chance of him. If you tell someone after that Aaron Rodgers trade was made, yeah, week 2 he's going to be the starter, I would not believe you, and I could also see a trade push for a new quarterback. Number 12, the Cleveland Browns. They took apart Joe Burrow. If you had him in fantasy, I am so sorry for you. He scored 3.84 fantasy points or something like that. So I'm sorry. Defense amazing. Deshaun Watson, he didn't look as bad as he did last time. He still did not look good. I'll say he was middle. But number 11, I got the Chargers. Man, that game was a good game on both teams. They were playing till the whistle, just the pressure got to Justin Herbert and Brandon Staley. Well, literally the pressure from the pass rush. It could have went either way, and I hope the Dolphins fans know that game could have went either way, and I hope Chargers fans know that too. Number 9, I got the Ravens. Now, I feel like people are overreacting to the Ravens win. Lamar did not play that good. 179 and some rushing yards. I had him in fantasy. He lost me the game. We lost by 4 points because Lamar couldn't produce well. But besides my fantasy team, number 8, the Detroit Lions. Going into Arrowhead Stadium and giving hope to Motor City again. When was the last time that Detroit had hope getting into a season? How long ago was that? 2015-13 Megatron and Calvin Johnson Megatron, Matthew Stafford throwing him the ball. Number 7, we got the Jaguars. 31-21. But they're going to need to play better than that if they want to win some games. I mean, they're going to have to go into KC next weekend. Chris Jones is going to be playing, so Brandon Sheriff is going to need to take care of that right there. Number 6, the Cincinnati Bengals. We're all going into this game thinking Joe Burrow is going to go so good. You just drafted him in fantasy. Everything's perfect. goes down and gives you a 3.84 fantasy points, I think it was. Now, nothing was working. He should have threw a couple of picks. I'm surprised he didn't, actually, but wasn't working. Number 5, my Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen had 4 turnovers. What more can I say? You can't win a game with 4 turnovers. To a backup quarterback, too. Josh Allen is just going to need to stay more calm. Look through it. Don't make stupid decisions. Run the ball more. Give it to James Cook because he was on my fantasy team and Diggs. Number 4, Cowboys. A big time win against the Giants. 40-0. Wow. What more is there to be said? Did not miss Zeke at all. Number 3, I got the Chiefs losing to Detroit. They're getting Chris Jones back, and they eventually will get Travis Kelce back. Barring any future injuries, this is on Wednesday, when this time is being recorded. Number 2, Eagles. They did not look how they looked last year. I was expecting just a blowout, but there's some Tom Brady luck back in there. Number 1, the 49ers, Brock Purdy is the guy in San Francisco. They pushed all the chips in on Brock Purdy, traded away Trey Lance, just now got Sam Darnold as the backup. They're pushing all their chips in, and he looked great beating the Steelers. Now I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'm sorry if your favorite team isn't on the top of this list, but just know we got 17 more weeks and 17 more of these episodes, so maybe they will be. See you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.